Hello, my name is Alessandra, Nicola, Adenelika, and my friend Elzadora. Today we are going to explain about an example of sociolinguistic phenomenon. Code switching performs several functions, and then first, people may use code switching to hide fluency or memory problems in the second language, but this accounts for about only 10% of code switches. And then second one, code switching is used to merge switching from informal situation or using native languages to formal situation and using the second language. Or for the third, code switching is used to exert control, especially between parents and children. And then fourth, code switching is used to align speakers with others in specific situation or to defining oneself as a member of an ethnic group. And then code switching also functions to announce specific identities, create certain meanings, and facilitate particular interpersonal relationships.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Washington, D.C., so
Right.
now I live in Gorontalo. I live outside the city, di desa itu.
Exotic.
Iya, jadi rasa sedikit itu beda daripada Washington itu.
Ke tempat mengajar pakai apa? What do you go with the motorbike?
motor.
Oh, naik motor.
Iya.
Sebelumnya
Okay, for example, in code switching is people of Java mostly use their local language or mother tongue, that is Japanese, as their first language, and Bahasa Indonesia in Bahasa as their second language. And then when people use more than one language, it is called code switching in sociolinguistics. And the other example is some members freely use code switching style and extreme forms of borrowing, but in everyday casual talk, and then in more formal gatherings. And then the other local residents were careful to speak only Spanish with a minimum of loans on formal occasions, and then reserved code switching styles for informal talks. And the other, again, spoke mainly English, using Spanish or code switching styles only with small children or with neighbors. Thank you.
And the second phenomenon is the bilingualism phenomenon. Individuals may be a bilingual. And what is bilingualism? Many terms such as bilingualism, trilingualism, and multilingualism, and all over them refer the symptoms when a person can master more than two languages. Knowing two or more languages means your brain may look and function differently than someone who speaks only one language. And next, most bilinguals around the world know and use their languages skills equally. Language ability is usually measured in two parts. There are active part and passive part. For the active part, it consists of speaking and writing skills, and for passive part, listening and reading skills. And there are three types of classifying bilingualism depending on the situation and the way people learn the language. The first one is compound bilingual. If someone develops two languages at once with one concept, learn both languages while studying the world around them. For example, a 5-year-old child who uses two languages at home every day, maybe because the parents are from the different nationalities. And the second is coordinate bilingual. For example, I study English at school and I speak Indonesian at home with my parents and my friends. And the third one is subordinate bilingual. It's mean who learns a second language by filtering the primary language. And this is the example of bilingualism, and I took it from UGM today's Instagram. I will read it for you. Being trilingual kuwi salah siji hal paling seru sak donya. Think about it vivid way, kue iso menggunakan 3 different languages di saat yang sama nganti untuk memenduduk karena cepatnya switch from one language ke boso yang satu lagi. Tapi kue iso ngerti dan bikin kamu ngerasa spesial di saat yang sama. Makanya kue unik. Bahwa you can read this text tanpa harus diartiin kabeh teksnya neng utek, kue talent yang nggak dimilikin too many people. Mayoritas wong struggle to read just one sentence, tapi sing mbok lakoni itu tanda kejeniusan mutlak. Iso moco teks yang complicated in 3 languages secara bersamaan berarti kue iku nerd and someone who finds joy soal bahasa. Reading this text dalam 3 bahasa mesti give your brain a nice little olahraga, makanya kue mesti share ning medsos, suwun banget, wis moco iki and have a great day. And the last phenomenon is diglossia, situation in which 2 varieties of the same language are used under different conditions within a community, often by the same speakers. The term is usually applied to language with distinct height and low varieties. The example is based on my experience. When I was in college, I used English to talk with the lecturer, and I use Indonesian in a formal style when talking to the older people in the community or church. But when I speak with my friends who can speak Javanese, I use informal style. Then I use Javanese when chatting with my peers. So the conclusion is, as you can see in the table, I use informal language to talk with my friends, but when I speak with my lecturer or other people who have high power, I use a formal language. So it's the example of diglossia. So this is the end of our presentation, and I will take a quote from Flora Lewis. It's learning another language is not only learning different words for the same things, but learning another way to think about things. Thank you for listening. Bye.